Here's part 2 of my Batman troubleshooting video. Looking to get some assistance on a couple of forums. You can see the error messages in the lights. Then on screen telling me to see an attendant. It's that bottom red lettering on the left. We go to the back. I've actually opened the first panel here. You can see where they've rigged the volume knobs for me. But you can see in the error panel, I've got, that's an 8, basically a number 8. Here's what that full thing is. So I've got the top and then the bottom left. So if we go over here to the error screen, I have an error A and an error E. So error A is the CR, top one there. And that's a communication error we found out. And then the bottom left is a error E, which is actually self-induced. It seems there's a ball jam for the payout. So that's actually not the case. As Dave pointed out, it's because I emptied the top hopper. There's a sensor somewhere, so that creates that second one. So the top one is no more worried about the CR communication error. My machine's going through attract mode just fine, except the pin isn't firing, the handle. So if I turn this, I'm not getting even the sound that you should get because it's having trouble communicating. So a couple of thoughts have come up, and the problem with this machine is that it's completely encased in plastic. A lot of non-moderns aren't this protected, which makes it frustrating for me to work on. Whoever had this machine before me wasn't careful because they broke the screw. So it's actually, even though it's in there, it's not anchored. But there is a fuse here, and this is the firing knob, chassis or whatever arrangement back here. Maybe that's part of the motor, but that fuse looks fine to me. I mean, I know you can't really see that well, but to get to that, it's a pain in the butt. So I'm able to swing this back open, but I just don't have some of the tools. Because their CR game error, the communication error, might have to do with the dongle, some people are saying. This is the dongle that came with this unit. It's securely in there. I did swap it out with the Transformers unit behind me. That does work, just to see if a good dongle would make it work, and it didn't. So the suggestion was that since there's a fuse, if you can see that right there, to swap that out with a new fuse and see if that improves things. By a few, because if this dongle's bad, the fuse isn't the issue, it's the dongle itself. I don't want to take this dongle and put it on a good game and blow that fuse and not have to replace 2 fuses. My concern is I've never done this. So people are saying, oh, you should never have plastic covering a fuse. Well, here it is. So to get this off, obviously I remove this dongle, right? But to get to that dongle, I've had to open this back door, which is done, probably remove this. And then I don't know, does that circuit board just fall out? Obviously I'm turning the machine off first. And then I'm just swapping that out and going to Ace Hardware, or do I have to order that online? So thanks for everyone's help so far. If anyone has any brainstorms, again, the pin isn't firing, and that's the big issue. Everything else in the machine's still working, and the main error code we're worried about is that CR game communications code. So I can't believe it. I'm gonna have to figure out a small screwdriver to stick into there to get to this nail to unscrew this piece to get to here. Someone tried to do that and didn't even bother. See that nail's just sitting in there? Didn't even bother to resecure this one because I'm sure that was such a pain to get to. I don't even have a tool that can do that. So this will be a scratcher. I hope it's just a fuse, but let me know what you guys think. Thank you.